Hi, Sai. Welcome back to Julian's Garden. I hope you have a beautiful day and beautiful weather that we had today as well. We did actually have a quite heavy fog this morning, and I left all of my plant outside. I supposed to, or I will intend to bring that plant inside, but I forgot. But anyway, that's one is future. But I got a lot of other plants that I grew them from the cutting anyway. But if that one die, I still can like replay. It's very easy. But anyway, the video today is interesting though because I have been working very hard in the garden. I planted over 250 daffodils, and I planted some tulips in the container as well. And I have been, bending over, planting and digging well, and I trimmed out a lot of other the plant as well. Example, like my zucchini, I had to pull them out, and a lot of dahlia as well. They feed it for the season. I just try to clear out the garden bed, and then I can plant the daffodil in there as well. So a lot of hard work, like digging and trimming and moving them around. But anyway, the video today, I just want to walk around with you. I show you some area that I planted the daffodil, and yeah, just give you a quick look as well. Let's start from here. So this area you haven't seen for quite a while. Let me go back here. If you remember, I did have two only tree, like one in this spot and another one in that spot actually. And I dug them out because I feel that they are too big for this area. And because this is our driveway, it's very close, just over 1 meter next to my driveway. And that variety, when I bought it, it was I wasn't in gardening at all. I just like the plants, and I bought it. I bought them, and I didn't look about the information about the task much. And then later, like after a few years, I started gardening, and then I looked through that, and I realized that that variety is going to go to 8-meter tall, and that is too big. And I bet the wood structure going very big as well. So I don't want they damage the driveway. Doesn't it necessarily because my driveway is not perfect or anything. But anyway, I don't want the damage so the driveway. So I dug them out, and I just put one of my rosebush in this spot, and another one in this spot. I made the spot here. I haven't figured out what I want to plant in this area. Something not too big. And something not too thorny either. I do like evergreen in this spot, but at the moment I just got one orange tree that my friend she gave me, and I just rescue from her place actually because she was doing landscaping, and if I didn't dig it up, and it's gonna be demolished anyway, so I rescue it, and it's having fruit actually. So this area I plant for over 45 daffodils, and it got like white creamy petals, and in the center it got yellow as well. Beautiful single plume, single petals, but it's beautiful. And the area over here, I did plant quite a few different varieties as well. Like all over here, I plant quite different variety. I will show you when they are in bloom because I don't remember anymore. Some might just be few up here, few up there. Just different variety. And this area, I just like organize quite a bit as well. So if you remember, I just have two more rose bush actually. So I just have one rose bush here, one rose bush no, maybe not here. I think only one here and one further back, and I dug them out because I feel the nectarine tree now this year it grows so much, and next year I got trouble to net the tree. And I do feel that the tree shade a lot for the road on this side. So that's why one of my rosebush is struggling so much in that spot. So the one I think it called Dan Bonsai, I just show you in one of the video. So I dug it up, put it in container to see how it's go. I think it could be much happier in that spot because it doesn't have much sun to do. Look at that. So before it shade a lot by another rosebush here, and then it shade a lot by the nectarine over here as well. So yeah, I dug them up, I moved them to the other spot, and I just plant two peony bush over here, three actually, 1, 2, tree because peony rose, they love shade. They love shade in the summer. Just only few hours of sun, like morning sun could be best for them because with the intense hot afternoon sun, their liquid will get burned. So I plant them in this area so they could be a beautiful display in the spring, hopefully in next year or so. Oh, here is the plant that I told you that I left it outside. Do you think it'll be okay? I had to remember to bring it inside tonight. Alright, and few more bulbs, I think just around 5 more bulbs of Lancaster daffodil. I just put some around here and some around here, and they top up some pansies that they sell seated, so many in my daughter's garden bed. So that is for the fun, yeah. So let's go back to go to my backyard, and I show you the area that I have been working very hard. So I'm in my backyard at the moment. So let's give you a quick look. A lot of things they're getting tired, and soon though not much of leaves on the tree anymore. They could be very bare. Anyway, so I've been working hard in this garden bed. Actually, if you remember, I have a lot of dahlia in the container. Now they got nice pots, and I trimmed them on the top here, and most of them I moved them out of this garden bed actually, because either way next year I need to repot them in the bigger container anyway, because they are too small for them in this like 30 centimeter width of this container. So I moved them out over there. Some I left to the corner behind the pond there actually. So I got room to work on. I planted a few different variety of daffodil in this area. I planted one peony bush as well. I think I did capture that moment that when I planted the peony rose there, and the whole area here I didn't think I captured it, but anyway it didn't have much of thing I need to tell you because it mostly were dahlia. So I just moved the container out, trimmed them off, and then I planted how many? I planted, I think, nearly 100 daffodil, miniature daffodil, and they are called me tete-a-tete. So if you remember, I planted about 100 in my daughter's garden bed. I think just a week ago actually, and then those variety were the double, and this is tete-a-tete. They are just single, so they could be very very small. They grow I think around 20 centimeter tall, I think around that. So they could be very cute daffodil. That variety very early bloom, like very early bloom daffodil. So I hope that I will see some color. So normally daffodil they love sun though, but so this area it doesn't have much of sun in the winter. The sun just kind of reaching down around the middle at the garden bed. Actually, the sun at the moment the sun right to the edge there haven't quite reached to the garden bed yet. But I did notice they do have a sun come more later in late afternoon. I hope that's bright enough. So I did plant some over here as well. I try to plant most of them on that side, so they could have more sun, and some more on this side as well. And you can see I got 2 sticks over here, like this stick here and the other stick there, because I just want to leave the room. I don't want to plant the daffodil right in that spot because I want to plant another cherry tree in this garden bed, and maybe another persimmon tree in that corner there. But anyway, so this garden bed, I think I got around 470 or 75 daffodil tete-a-tete, and some leftover I planted in that garden bed over there. Some leftover I put in that little urn pot over there actually. So working very hard in this garden bed, and I'll come over here. This is last spot. I planted, I think, around 100 of daffodil pipit, and this daffodil, I think it got the scent actually, beautiful scent, I think. So the whole area all the way up there, 100 daffodil pipit, I think could be beautiful. I think that variety it got I think more like multiple flower in one stem, so that could be very cute, very cottagey. some of dahlia over there. I haven't trimmed them up yet, but anyway, so the whole area they become beautiful in the spring. By the way, this is what I've been doing. As you can see, this one to protect my lemon tree from the frost. So, like in the morning, I come out to open the curtain. I will do the tour for you very soon about my citrus tree, my blood orange. Sorry about the noise of my neighbor dog. But anyway, so in the morning I come out here and do like this. Oh, and here is the last stop. So this container I got for a long time ago, and it's been like another spot, and I thought that I should utilize this, and then it's just sitting there. So in this container, I planted a lot of tulip bulbs. I ordered quite different variety from Garden Express, and yeah, at the beginning I thought that I gonna plant them in two different containers, but at the end I'm too tired, and I just shoveling them, put them in this container. I just plant. This is pansy, and this is I think viola on the top. So that's it for this container. Oh, by the way, this is my lemon myrtle. Not lemon, cinnamon myrtle. Got beautiful scent, and it has been blooming beautiful actually. It's blooming actually in the whole year. I just love the scent of the cinnamon myrtle. Love it. And I just repotted in the bigger container because before it was tiny little container like this. And yeah, I'm glad that I did it actually, and it looks so much happier. And by the way, it's always like this spot actually. Maybe it's just the heat of the driveway keep it warm in the winter, so it's always happy. And I remember last year, if I did move it to another spot, and then it got burned. And at the end, I have to, like baby it to go back to beautiful way. But yeah, so this year I said, okay, I'm not gonna move you. I just leave it here. So that is for the video today. I hope that you enjoy looking around for my garden, and I can't wait to show you in the spring how those bulbs will blooms and how they perform. And I'm looking forward for the tulips container as well, because normally I don't buy tulips because they are expensive and they're not reliable to coming back years and years. Yeah, but I feel okay. So this year I buy a little bit, just plant them in the container to see how they go. Just kind of for fun actually. I'm not expecting much like they come back year after year. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope see you next one. Bye bye.